ロサンゼルス・ドジャースのスタン・カステン CEO は、米国のポッドキャスト番組のインタビューで、大谷翔平選手の圧倒的な存在感を強調しました。カステン氏は大谷選手をリオネル・メッシやマイケル・ジョーダン級のグローバルアイコンと位置づけ、日本にとどまらず世界規模で存在感が一層高まっていると評価しています。また、ドジャースが獲得の10年も前から大谷選手を追っていた事実を明らかにしました。人柄についても、礼儀正しく、見ていて楽しい選手と絶賛し、相手監督や相手ベンチへの所作を称賛しています。インタビュー全体を通じて、大谷選手を唯一無二の人格と競争心を併せ持つ最高のチームメイトと評しています。インタビューの模様は日本語字幕付きでお伝えします。
Have you been able to turn your phone off in like 4 decades?
You know, when I'm overseas, my phone goes to sleep, overnight. But for emergencies, it'll ring through. And when I'm overseas, sometimes I have to shut it down because if people don't know I'm overseas, they'll call me in the afternoon, but it's 3 a.m. wherever I am. And so sometimes I have to shut it off. And sometimes when I just really need some sleep, I turn it off.
We can't all get the 10 plus hours like Shohei, right?
I know, right?
Yeah. Wow. That sounds like a dream come true. Wow. That is amazing. Yeah.
I mean, speaking of overseas, we were able to go to Tokyo, and what an experience.
I got this dress in Tokyo.
Yeah, she did get that dress in Tokyo. And that was just such an experience. I mean, as a fan who's loved baseball my whole life, to be there and see it through a whole different culture's eyes and honestly feel like what you guys are building and the culture you've built through the Dodgers feels like the respect and the love and the it felt so in sync, but on a whole different level there.
Yeah, we were blown away. I mean,
Blown away.
Not just because Shohei's face is on every billboard and every commercial, but walking around and seeing everyone in Dodger hats. I mean, we really are building a beautiful community through our podcast, and we met through the Dodger community, so we are already so grateful. But to just walk around and be amongst each other, and I mean the silence when Shohei got up to bat at the Tokyo Dome is something we'll never forget.
Two things stood out to me. One was what you just talked about, the omnipresence of Shohei, how overwhelming it is. It's, we talk about Lionel Messi and we talk about Michael Jordan, and Shohei's like that. He's one of those, especially in Japan, and increasingly around the world, not just Japan. That's number one. Number two, though, what we are doing is what we knew we were embarking on when we got here 12 years ago. This was the Dodgers, okay? Mark and I first set out to buy another team, which was for sale at the time. And then when we were told the Dodgers were going to be available, we both looked at each other and said, whoa, that's a whole different thing. And it was, and it took an extra year. But we knew that this was an opportunity to do something on a very, very large scale because of the support and the history and the legacy of everything that had come before us. So a lot of things we do are just polishing up the stuff that was done long before we got here. And we've worked hard to polish that stuff up. We've worked hard to keep the team competitive every year. We've worked hard to make the stadium a 21st century experience. And we've worked hard with our community programs to reach out every way we can to our community, which increasingly includes way beyond Metro Los Angeles. So we didn't invent anything that we've been doing or having success with. We just took that ball and ran with it. And we're very proud of what it has become.
How do you put into action, though, that culture that you want to create? I mean, I think the Dodgers have a great reputation. Players want to play for the Dodgers. How do you put that into action, and how do you sustain that?
Well, it starts from having a clear vision and communicating that to everyone. I address the team the first day of spring training every year. The only one who's been there for all of my speeches is Clayton, who busts my chops repeatedly about making the same awful speech that he has to hear about, what we represent and who the Dodgers are and what we do in the community and yada, yada, yada. Yes, he kicks me around because of that. Because he's heard it so many times, but who's a better example of everything about the Dodgers? So I'm going to say, well, my speech must have worked. That's all I'm going to say. So it starts there. Everyone in the organization knows the things we believe in. Yeah, we have different people with different beliefs and different everythings, and we don't agree on everything, but we all understand what the mission is, and each of us understands our role in accomplishing that mission. That's what we try to achieve here. And if we have any success in doing that, we're going to have highly motivated people who want to be successful and want us to be successful. So that's all. And everything's easier when you have the ownership that has made the commitments that ours has. It's easier to really be motivated to do this. And winning every year just makes the motivation even greater to do it again.
Yeah. It's like the guys have this like selflessness and this like whatever the team needs, whatever my role needs to be, I will step up with that and be so happy to do it. I was at a game and I think Miggy Rowe was at third and he fumbled a ball or he didn't complete the play. And as soon as he got into the dugout, I saw him and Kike just talking and going over things and talking about the play and talking about this. And I'm like, that to me is what keeps me knowing that this team is different. Like, look at them diving into each other and trying to figure it out and open communication. And it's just like the next time around, he made it like an amazing play. And it was just like, this is what I love about this culture and these guys. And they're professional athletes. Like it's not a stretch to say a lot of them have egos and it is a big room filled with a bunch of different people, but it's like it melts away with this team. I mean, at least that's the way I'm seeing it.
Well, I'm glad you see it that way. I think that's true, but don't sell other teams short. That's all I want to say. And I say this because I've been on the other side in multiple sports. Everyone's trying. I think you see that kind of camaraderie and that kind of fanatical determination to win on most teams. Maybe in September with a team that's only won 40 games, it's not going to be the same motivation as teams that are in it. But I would say most teams, and that's what makes the sport great because every team is one pitch away from winning or losing a game most nights, and so let's give them the credit they deserve to. But I think what you said about the Dodgers is completely true, and as I said, we're very proud of that.
Yeah, you mentioned Clayton, and we just have to just take a pause with that because what a season. I mean, as a fan of just knowing what he's done for us already, I just feel like this is what I would have wanted for him. The season of him coming back and just like, what is it like watching that?
We're pinching ourselves because we didn't know what to expect this year. He didn't know what to expect. And night in, night out, he has shown us he's as competitive as he ever was. His tools may be a little different, but he's using them in a way that makes him and us successful. So I can tell you we're all just thrilled about it, that the way he came back, the preparation he did on his own before he got here, obviously was exactly what he needed to do to help us get into the postseason. I'm really looking forward to his next start, which is coming up.
Yeah. I mean, it just looks like he's leaning into a role. He's not as, I mean, he's serious, but he's not as serious.
It's nice to see him smile more, to play catch with his son at Dodger Stadium. We love it.
That makes everyone smile when you get to bring your kids onto the field. I can't imagine what that feels like as a player, to have your kid be able to watch you as a player. So it's special. It's special, and we all appreciate him and his family and his kids being around.
Yeah. As we just wrap up with you, Stan, and we're so grateful to have you on the podcast today. You were going after Shohei for 10 years before we got him? What has it been like to watch him embrace being a Dodger? It really seems like after that scandal with the translator, the team rallied around him and his personality started to come up. And now we're seeing his emotions come out as a pitcher. It's amazing.
Well, first of all, we knew about his emotion. If you remember back to that World Baseball Classic where at the end, when they won with him striking out one of his best friends, you saw the emotion. We've all seen tape of the speech he made to his teammates before he went out there that game. He definitely has emotion. He definitely wants to win. As I told you, as soon as the series was over, he comes to me and says 9 to go. After the news that came out in Korea, once the interpreter left, the wall kind of came down because we had been led to believe you can't do this because Shohei doesn't like it. You can't do this because Shohei doesn't like it. You have to do it this way because this is what Shohei wants. We learned a lot of those things were not coming from Shohei. They were coming from the interpreter. And when this interpreter left, Shohei was able to be more of himself. At least we found out how friendly he was, how outgoing he was, how funny he was, what a great teammate he was. And he really is all of those things in the locker room. I don't know anyone who has a bad word to say about him on any score, right? As a family man, as a teammate, he is just unique. Can't use that word too often, but you can use it about Shohei. He is unique, and it has been a unique thrill being around him.
I mean, even his dog can throw the perfect pitch.
Oh, decoy.
Amazing. Yeah, we have his dog on a bobblehead. That's how unique he is. So, yeah.
I mean, he hits foul balls and he clinches to make sure everyone's okay. It's like, and every single time. And I'm like, you are just like the sweetest person.
I know.
Yeah.
How are
I'll
you
tell you, but
feeling,
behind the scenes, he really is exactly that way.
I hope at some point I can just say hi.
I mean, the nod to the manager in the other dugout, he's so respectful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's and so much fun to watch.